Welcome everybody, Joseph Robert, the Fantasy Football Counselor. Got an exciting video today. We're doing a fantasy football mock draft in a tournament style league here. This is an amazing platform called Fantasy Football Evolution. And if you stay tuned, you're going to see how we do a mock draft here. It's a unique style. You're going to love this year-long league. And it's a bracket tier style league on how to win. And also there's a $25,000 grand prize here for the global winner, and I'm running my tournaments and my listener leagues through this tournament, so pay attention everybody. Super exciting. You're going to learn a different way to play fantasy football that's super fun, and you're going to also have a chance to win $25,000 if it's state applicable. Now, if you're in a state that is not applicable by law, you can still enter my private competition. I will be doing a side prize not affiliated with the site, and you guys can get in and show the world that you're the best fantasy football player in the world. Okay, this is so huge, so stay tuned for this mock draft. And I've got a special guest here. I've got Jimmy Maverick here on the phone. He's going to navigate us through his special software on how to basically optimize your roster. So I'm going to introduce him, and he's going to walk through a little bit. We're going to walk through the mock draft together. And obviously, as we're going through the mock draft, I'm going to give you my tips on fantasy football breakouts, sleepers. We're going to tell you who we like. And we're also going to go through his amazing software to help you optimize your roster. So again, we're going to introduce to you, we had another video on a mock draft with him, but now we're doing it on this Fantasy Football Evolution site. We got Jimmy Maverick. What's going on, Jimmy?
Hey, Joseph, I'm feeling good. How are you doing today?
Amazing. I'm ready to see this this mock draft on this new platform here, on this newer platform here, I should say.
That's great. So let's tell everybody about how the competition works. Basically, it's a three-phase competition. The first phase is weeks 1 through 7. And in that phase, the goal is to just get 4 wins. If you get 4 wins, you qualify for phase 2. Right. Now, phase 2 is weeks 8, 9, and 10. The goal of those 3 weeks is to score as many points as you possibly can. And they add up all those points plus your average from the first 7 weeks. And if you qualify in the top 64 players, you move on to phase 3, which is a single bracket elimination that culminates week 16 with the championship game for $25,000 grand prize. So that's pretty sweet.
That's super exciting. And again, understand, guys, the first 7 weeks you got to win 4 out of 7, and you draft against the computer and you play against the computer. Then you're competing against everybody else point wise, like you kind of explained there.
That's right. So when you go in, basically what you have to do is you're going to pick a team of 20 players. And those 20 players are going to have to carry you the full 16 weeks of this competition. There's no trades. There's no waiver wire pickups. And also, it is a super flex league. There are 2 flex slots that you have to play each week. You can play any kind of player that you want. So if you want to go 3 quarterbacks each week, you can. If you want to go 3 kickers each week, you can, although I don't advise that.
No, do not do that.
Yeah, so it gives you an amazing amount of flexibility. And of course, being that it is a super flex league, you're going to be very heavily focused on getting quarterbacks. You want a good group of quarterbacks, because obviously those are the guys that'll score you the most points on a week-to-week basis.
All right, let's get to it. You know my style, straight to the point, no fluff. So we're going to introduce, we're going to open up the mock draft system here, and then we're going to show you Jimmy Maverick's amazing new software here. Well, it's not, how many years have you been at this, Jimmy? How long has the software been out?
Well, this is my 4th year, 4th season using the software. So, and my app has been fully optimized for the Fantasy Football Evolution draft. All right. So if you want to win that draft, you got to use my software to do it. And when you go in, it's going to ask you 3 questions. All right. First question: how's your league score points? You want to choose the Fantasy Football Evolution choice. All right. You choose that. Question 2, do you want to engage Jimmy's recommended player filters? I have over 30 different filters available to help you narrow and craft your list and to remove all the high-risk players. But if you're not sure what filters to use, you can always start out by using my recommendations. Just click yes there. Right. And then the third one is we're going to enter draft mode, which is going to break this list down round by round for the Fantasy Football Evolution draft. So first of all, it is a 12-team league that you're going to be playing in, 11 computer opponents, and we just have to decide on what draft position we want to take. So let's start with that, because one of the unique pieces of this draft is that you get to pick your draft position.
That's
so
let's
look at the top 12 players, and Joseph, I want your opinion as to who you want in the first round. Then we'll use that to determine our draft position. So
Okay,
here is the top 12.
So understand, everybody, that it is a super flex, and you can start up to, I believe, 3 quarterbacks. So you can put 2 quarterbacks in those super flex spots. So you want to go in this one, you want to go QB heavy, but I still want to secure that solid running back. I'm still going to go, it's going to be tough, but I still want to get a guy that's going to beast out this year. So let's go with a guy like Zeke Elliott.
Okay, so Zeke is currently going 3rd on average in this draft. So why don't we go ahead? We're going to choose draft position 2, and we've got a really good chance to get him. I highly doubt he's going to go in the first pick. So let's go ahead and we'll start this mock draft.
All right, so guys, this is how it's laid out. You pick your draft position and take a look at the positions on the left. Those positions there, that is your roster. So you're starting 1 quarterback, 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs. What is that? 1 kicker, 1 tight end, defense, 2 reserves. Those are pretty much your starting spots. Am I correct there, Jimmy?
Well, we're looking at we're in the draft board right now. So on the left side here, we've got your team. These are your 20 players, and you have to take a minimum of 3 quarterbacks, 4 wide receivers, 4 running backs, 2 kickers, 2 tight ends, 2 defense, and then you have 3 open reserve slots that you can put any kind of player into. All right. So that's how we're going to construct our team. Here's all the available players. And I just like to add that do not trust the order of players on this list, because this is not the order that they will go in. All right. That's why you want to use my software.
Actually,
you will see. It's going to get a little crazy. It's going to get a little weird.
And I cannot emphasize it enough. Like we said, Jimmy's software is optimized to help you maximize your roster. He's played in this league before. He's won some cash here. And again, the grand prize is $25,000. There's a link below to get Jimmy's software. And again, it's super, super cheap. It's like he made it really cost effective because he wants everybody to have this. He wants it in everybody's hands. And I think, what is it at, Jimmy? It's like $10, right, to get the software.
Well, it's $10, but I got a coupon right now for the counselor, FFC18. Use that coupon code. You can get unlimited access to the app for 1 year for $5. It's a no-brainer. You totally can use it. Yeah. And if you want to try out the software, you can log on and get a free account on my system, and you can utilize it for the Fantasy Football Evolution Draft. You can access all the features of the app for Fantasy Football Evolution with a free account. So you could try it out and see what you think. And if you like it, you can use it on all of your accounts. So
I'm excited. Let's get to it.
All right. So anyway, if one more thing, down below where it says My Team, if you want to see who's been drafted, you can click the Results tab. You can see that Aaron Rodgers was the first player taken off the board. So that's pretty typical, but we want Zeke. So we're going to take Zeke, and we're just going to draft him, and we're going to go from there. So that's a great start. And as you can see, the computer player over here is just making his picks. If you want to see who is being picked, you can go ahead and see who's coming off the board here. And what I'd like to do now is, why don't we jump back to our draft, and we're going to go to round 2 and 3, since it's going to be a pretty quick turnaround, and look at our top choices. And here's a guy we liked from the last draft that we did, Davante Adams. He is currently the highest value player in round 2. He's got a 5-star outlook. And one of the things I like to say is, you can see all these tabs up here. This is each round of the draft. And all the players that are available are sorted by their value instead of their draft position. So the highest value players are going to be at the top of the list. It's going to make it really easy to find the right guys. So looking at this list, we get to pick 2. So who do you like there, Joseph? Who do you like?
Honestly, I do like Davante Adams a lot this year. I'm really high on him, and it's really ironic. There he is sitting there. But here's the thing. What are the best available quarterbacks? Can we filter by that? Because remember, we
sure can.
Super flex. So I don't want to lose out on a good quarterback. Let's see who we've got there for quarterback.
Right. So we got all the position filters here. So if you want to just look at the quarterbacks, here's the quarterbacks that are going to come off before our 4th pick.
So we're going to lose Brady. We're going to probably lose Brady and Breeze, but let's go with Davante Adams here, and hopefully we get, because there's still a lot of quarterbacks. I definitely want to go quarterback by round 3. But I don't want to lose Adams.
That sounds good.
I want my ace receiver. I want those touchdowns.
All right, so let's go back to the players here. And there's Davante Adams. So let's go ahead and take him.
Jimmy, one thing I can't see on my screen, because I'm doing a screen share here, I can't see the top part where you're drafting. I don't see pause draft, auto draft up there. So if you want to scroll down and show people, they can pause the draft anytime they want. I'll bring the screen down a bit. Just a little bit there.
Does that help?
There you go. Yeah.
You see it?
So there it is, everybody. So you can literally pause this draft and come back next week as long as the season's done, right? You draft.
That's
when you
true.
want. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's nice. So and there's no rush on you completing your draft, right? You can take as long as you want. All right, so you can see that Tom Brady is still on the board. If we want to just filter for just the quarterbacks, you said you wanted to take quarterback right now, so we got Brady, Wentz, Cousins. Cousins, we can probably wait. I'm betting he would still be available maybe by our next pick. But if you want Brady, we should definitely
I like
take
Drew
him now.
Brees. Give me Drew Brees. I love him.
Drew Brees. All right. We can take Drew Brees. Although, well, all right, we'll just take him. So you just click the draft player button and that gets him.
Okay, Jimmy, I got a question for you. Let's
Sure.
go back and review just for this draft period. Let's go back not on your draft, but below to see who the computer has taken in the first 3 rounds. I want to see what kind of players it's scouting out because you guys want to be armed and ready. So yeah, you got the studs going out in the first. So make sure you do secure that running back. And then when does the first quarterback come off the board?
Well, the first quarterback was number 1. It was Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers, okay.
But he was the only quarterback that came off in the first round. So, and if you look at the second round here, really, I think it was us.
Adams there.
Cam Newton came off. You can see Newton there.
Russell Wilson's gone at 14. So I implore you guys, it is a super flex. Your strategy's got to change a little bit. That's why Jimmy's tool is so imperative here. And also just, make sure you stock up on some quarterbacks. Make sure you get a starter because they could be gone pretty fast. You want to win the $25,000. By the way, first of all, I want to go off on a quick tangent here. I tend to do that. Make sure there's a link below, guys, to get signed up to get into this league. So if you're liking what you're seeing already, there is a link below. You can fast forward and jump in and get right in there and sign up. There's a direct link that'll take you, and then join the Fantasy Football Counselor private group. And if you are in a state where it is legal, like a state like California or Florida, you can enter that global competition. You're entered to win that $25,000. You have a chance to win that. So yeah, I just had to go off on that tangent there, Jimmy.
Okay, no problem. So it is back to us again.
All right.
And if we go back to my app, we can look at, let's look at the 4th and 5th round here. Now, this is, I kind of consider the 4th and 5th round the sweet spot for the quarterbacks because you've got Rivers, you've got Stafford,
right.
Patrick Mahomes, Jimmy Garoppolo. You got some good options here. But if we look at who are the top players right now, you got Stephon Diggs, currently sitting at the top of the list with a 5-star outlook rating and a contract year. Adam Thielen, Jay Ajayi, if we want to go another running back. Amari Cooper, who I don't like. Darius Geis. Looking at this, what do you think? Do you want to go, maybe we get Matthew Stafford this round, or do you maybe want to pick up another running back or wide receiver?
First of all, I got to compliment you because I'm higher on Diggs and Thielen this year too. So you guys can see how good the software is here. It is noticing that there is a contract year there, and he's got him ahead of Thielen. A lot of where the consensus they've got, I think Thielen ahead of Diggs. So I do agree on that. I just have to again going off on my tangents there, Jimmy, if you don't mind.
Sure.
So I do like that. So here I would probably go the best receiver. I don't mind going Diggs here based on the guys available here. I'm comfortable with that. If you're good with that.
All right. Sure. Let's go to wide receivers, and Diggs is right there. So let's go ahead and take him.
Should be a touchdown machine this year. So we got 2 touchdown machines there. That's going to give you a lot of value. Now, Jimmy, if you want to explain, it's a half-point PPR if I'm not correct, right, on this?
That is correct. Yes, It is half point.
Okay, perfect. So,
and here's one other thing that we should consider right now. We're in the 5th round.
Right.
We got to think about taking a tight end because they go very quickly. If we wait till the 6th round, the best tight end we've got is George Kittle.
I love George Kittle, but it's a gamble. It is a gamble. It really, literally is. So, yeah, I mean, if you're at round 5 and Olsen is there, I mean, that is a steal. Scoop him.
Right. Okay, so let's go and let's look at the tight ends here. And, he is gone. He was taken already. But we do have Delaney Walker. We do have Evan Ingram. Trey Burton. So we do have some good options here, and Kyle Rudolph. I like all those guys. I'm a little less big on Evan Ingram.
Me too. I agree. I'm leaning towards the upside of Burton, I think, but Rudolph is going to be your safest bet there. But yeah, I mean, the upside of Burton is a little higher, so it's a coin toss between these two guys. What do you like there, Jimmy?
I think since we took Diggs from the Vikings, I think we should probably go on another team. I like Trey Burton because of that. So you want to go Trey Burton?
Yeah. Does your software agree, though?
Well, my software has Trey Burton as a 4-star player. So he he's good, but he is on a new team with a new quarterback. He signed a big contract. There are some negatives against him that don't exist for someone like Delaney Walker, who's on a contract year with the same quarterback on the same team. I mean, there's consistency there that I think you're not going to get out of Trey Burton. So you're taking a risk on Burton. I think Delaney's the safer pick in this case, but whichever you want.
All right, let's go with Burton.
All right, we will take him. All right. And I think once it gets around to the 6th round, we should probably take another quarterback because, again, they are flying off the board. If we go to the 6th round and we look at what quarterbacks are available, we got Dak Prescott, Ben Roethlisberger, Matt Ryan, or Andy Dalton. As far as that goes, who of those guys do you like the best?
You know what? I understand that a lot of people aren't high on Matt Ryan. It looks like you're not either, but I think he has a bounce back here. He is a gamble. But again, he's got Julio Jones, who wants a big contract, and they're not going to give it to him this year. So I think he plays hard, and also Calvin Ridley too. There, I like Matt Ryan, but I mean, it's whatever you want. This is your draft today.
All right, so it is almost back to us. Let's look at the quarterbacks, and look at this, Phil Rivers. They've gone a little light on the draft. We actually have some better options. I actually would very much like Phillip Rivers. He usually goes around before this.
Right.
That's a surprisingly good choice.
If you like him, I'm more upside guys like Andrew Luck because I saw Andrew Luck throwing the ball. He looks good. But yeah, go with Phillip Rivers if that's what you like. But again, I'm an Andrew Luck guy. So that may be biased because I'm a Colts fan, but I think he's going to have a good season.
Now, we're looking at the 7th round now. I think we got to go another running back. We only got one right now. I think we really need to get a second one. So let's see what's available. And let's look at my running back list here. Okay, so we got Sony Michel. We got Royce Freeman. I know you like Royce, right?
Love Royce. He's going to win that battle there. I really feel it.
Okay. So he is available. So let's take him. And that's pretty good, actually. I'm liking how our team is forming out right now. That's pretty nice. And I think round 8 we should grab another quarterback probably and just get that out because I think it's probably important to always have the ability to play 3 quarterbacks each week. You don't necessarily have to play all 3, but to have 3 quarterbacks available each week to play. So I always like to take 4 quarterbacks in these drafts. Just so you have that added security. So
when did we draft Rivers? What round did we get him? I think he was a steal. I'm liking the way this team is looking. I'm going to be honest with you. We're solid at quarterback. Receivers look great. So do the running backs. I think Freeman has upside. This team looks really solid because a lot of my guys that are already into this group have actually we're running thin on quarterback. One guy had like Miller there, Lamar Miller, not Lamar Miller, the guy Jackson, Lamar Jackson. So,
Blake Bortles. Oh, Lamar Jackson. Okay, yes, Lamar Jackson. Yeah,
no, they were getting guys that might not even be starting, so you got to be careful. So when did we get Breeze here?
When did Breeze go?
When did we I think it was 2nd or 3rd round we got him, but either.
Yeah, we took him in the 3rd.
Okay,
yes.
yeah, so that's great value. Okay, okay.
And we got Rivers in the 6th, and so now we're back. And if we look at quarterbacks, see how quickly it's thinning out right now.
It is. That's why. Like I said, Lamar Jackson was one guy's 3rd quarterback. And I don't like that because he could get the start, but it is risky, right? Because Flacco's still there.
And again, the thing is with this league, once you draft your team, that's the team you live with. And if Lamar Jackson just sits on the bench all year, you've got a player that's not doing a thing for you in this contest. So I always take surety over speculation when it comes to these kind of things. So like I said, I think we should get our 3rd quarterback now. I mean, we still have some decent choices. I think Derek Carr is decent. Even Blake Bortles is okay. Trubisky has some nice upside. I think Keenum is a nice choice.
All right.
And Winston is available, but of course he's not going to be playing for the first 3 games. What do you think?
I think Bortles always puts up safe numbers, but relatively inconsistent. But I love the upside of Mitch Trubisky. I'm going to go with Mitch because I just love the upside.
I like that too. Okay. So now looking at our team, let's jump back here. Let's see if Larry Fitzgerald is still available because that would be an awesome pick at this point of the draft. Let's see. And he is sitting right at the top of the list. Look at that. All right. So that's a big win. That is a huge win for round 9.
Look at those receivers. My goodness. I love the receivers.
Yeah, and now that we're heading into the 10th round, I think we got to beef up our running back. So let's kind of go. Let's go to the next round in the draft, 10 and 11. Let's sort by running back and see who's available. Oh boy, it's not great.
Man, yeah, we're
Chris
running
Thompson
really
is maybe the
thin.
best choice there, and he's an injury risk.
Man, I like Marlon Mack, but again, they've got some rookies there with Himes and stuff like that. They've got other rookies coming in. It's scary, man. I don't know. Carlos Hyde, but he's sharing a committee also. Like, I don't know if I like that with him and Chubb there and Duke. It's a major committee.
Yeah, I mean, C.J. Anderson might have some value as he takes over the Jonathan Stewart role, and certainly good as a flex option.
I like
So,
Marlon. I'm gonna go Marlon Mack, but it sounds like you like C.J. Anderson.
well, I mean, Marlon Mack. I'm just afraid Marlon Mack is going to be this year's Paul Perkins, right? He's just going to get
Probably.
immediately served. He's not going to do anything. But let's see, Marlon Mack, he's right there.
He doesn't
So
excite. He doesn't excite me, man. Who else do we? How about Ivory? If LaShawn McCoy has issues, Ivory can get the start there. I also like Kerryon Johnson, but he's stuck in a bit of a committee there, Jimmy. But he has tons of upside also. Kerryon Johnson.
right, and I think Kerryon Johnson we could maybe wait till the next round to get if we look at the 12 and 13. I think we can wait on Kerryon Johnson. But I mean, if you want Marlon Mack or Chris Thompson or C.J. Anderson, I mean, these guys are. This is the time to take them. So we can go Marlon Mack if you want to go that way. Does that sound good?
I have my doubts about him, but let's get him. He's our third guy. We'll get him. We don't have to even start him potentially, right? So.
Right, exactly. All right, and then it just cycled back to us real quickly. We can still get Chris Ivory if you are.
I like Kerryon.
That,
Give me Kerryon. I want the upside. He could be a starter.
are you sure?
Yeah, I love him.
All right, sounds good. Hopefully, the running backs in Detroit can do something, anything, right?
Yeah, Amir's done nothing there, so hopefully Kerryon comes in and carries them on.
All right. So looking at the next round, we might still be able to get Chris Thompson. That would be actually a nice pickup for the 12th round. Also, we can start looking at, maybe a defense. We've got, already a bunch of defenses have come off the board. If we want the Patriots or the Texans, this would be the round to get them. What do you think?
I think the Texans could be a good defense this year. I think they're a little bit under the radar. I would grab them. But is it, for this particular draft, is it smart to get a defense now? I mean, if not, we're going to be stuck.
I mean, one of the things, I mean, you got to take two defenses, right? And those two defenses basically have to carry you through the whole season. So you want to grab a quality defense. You can't just stream your defenses, right? So, I mean, if we look at who's available, we got the Texans and the Patriots. They're right there. So if you think the Texans can do something, that's the problem. They've always been highly touted and they always fall flat. That's one of my biggest negatives against them.
I know. Yeah. Let's just grab the Texans. We do need a defense. So guys, make a note there. What's that? 2, 4, 6, 8. Around the 10th round, you're looking at a defense, or 12th round, right?
Actually, 12th round, we're on the defense.
Okay.
Yeah, 12th round. All right, and then
how about wide receivers? Any good wide receivers left? Could we just browse through there?
Take a look. Well, I'll tell you one that I am particularly high on is Jamison Crowder because it's a contract year. He's shown increasing usage over each of the past 3 seasons. That's what that upward arrow is. 5-star outlook, and he provides nice value compared to his draft position. I think he's a solid choice to take as our 4th wide receiver.
All right, go for it. That's your pick, man. I like it.
All right.
I like it because Alex Smith can make something out of him this year, so it could be exciting.
All right, so let's move right along to the 14th and 15th round. So look at that, Duke Johnson right at the top of the list. I actually really like that pick at the 14th round. That's pretty awesome, and got a couple of highly valued but not very good outlook players right below him. Maybe Devontae Booker or Rex Burkhead. Actually, I like that play. Really good.
I personally don't like Duke Johnson at all. I don't like the committee. That to me bothers me. But yeah, I mean, Burkhead could be good. Apparently he's supposed to get some volume there with Sony Michel. I mean, yeah, if we do need a running back, go with him then.
Yeah, I'm just afraid that the first time Sony Michel fumbles the ball, he's going to be in Siberia, and then it's going to be a touchdown machine there. So let's take a look at our running backs here. So there's Rex Burkhead. I think that's an awesome choice. We got a pretty good running back core going right now. I like that. And also, we don't want to wait too long on our second tight end. I wonder what tight ends are available right now. Let's filter for tight ends. For Ricky Seals-Jones, I mean, none of these guys are very highly touted as far as their outlook goes, but would be solid as backups. What do you think?
I think Steele
What do
Jones
you
is
think about
going.
Ricky Seals?
I think he's going through some personal issues. I think some criminal stuff, isn't he? I don't know, some legal issues, I should say. I read something about it.
Oh,
Yeah, we gotta look
I
that.
haven't heard anything about that. I don't know. But if we look out going forward, who else might be available? Oof, there's just not very good choices at tight end.
How about Gasecki? I mean, or Hayden Hurst. Go with Hayden because he is drafted early by the Ravens. I do like him. He's got upside.
Okay. Yeah. Hayden Hurst, he is still available. So let's go ahead and we'll take him. And going into round 16, we should probably look at a kicker.
Now, we need one of those.
Yet.
Can't avoid those unless you're playing like a daily fantasy that doesn't have them. Daily fantasy.
Right. So, and you can see there's still really good kickers on the board. I mean, Prater.
Yeah, Bryant's pretty good.
Lambo, I think, is going to be a good choice. Suckup, Kai Forbath.
Bailey's always safe.
Dan Bailey. I mean, yeah, there's really good choices here. So let's go ahead and grab one of these guys. All right, so it's back to us. So Will Lutz at New Orleans. Let's take him. Jeez, that's a no-brainer right there.
Go for it. Yeah,
they're going to score a lot of points. It's going to be a lot of extra points. And then 17th round, let's look at our second defense because I think we probably should go. And here's what I like: Baltimore Ravens.
That's not bad. Let's do that.
Okay. Oh shoot. All right, so it has the same bye week as Houston, so that's not going to be a good choice. What do you think about maybe the Falcons or the Panthers?
Let's go Falcons.
Okay, Falcons is good. All right, we'll take them. All right, so we are moving right through this thing really good. So we're to the 18th round. So let's take a look at who is available.
I like Hearns. I love Hearns, man. He's a wide receiver one. I think he's going to get volume, and he's getting good praises from that team. But I heard in training camp, I like Hearns.
Sure, and it looks like we might also be able to get Dante Foreman, who if and when he comes back from his injury, he has a chance to take over that role. Let's see here. Is he gone? He was already.
Yeah, he's a big risk injury for sure.
He is, yeah, that's for sure. And then you kind of want to stay away from that. But as far as Hearns, he is available, so you want to go ahead and take him. He'll be our fifth wide receiver.
Yeah, we got a great core, man. Love our team.
All right. And then as far as quarterbacks, I'm not liking anybody that's left on quarterback. I think we should maybe just get one more running back. And boy, what do you think? Anybody here?
I mean, Jordan Wilkins could really emerge with the Colts there, but he's again a bit of a risk.
He is a risk, but we did take Marlon Mack, so it's kind of like we're handcuffing him. So.
I don't really like handcuffing to it. Chris Carson, apparently he's supposed to be getting the start in Seattle. He's an absolute steal this late in the game, in my opinion. Chris Carson.
Yeah, I can't believe all the hype for Penny and when Carson did what he did last season. So. All right, so we're just going to move around, and our last pick is going to be a kicker.
Love it.
So we could just see who is still available. But you can see there's still great kickers available.
Oh, Vinatieri's gone. The old GOAT. I was going to go for him. See, everybody's grabbing kickers now.
Yeah. So, I mean, I kind of like Phil Dawson. I think that's a good choice. Brandon McManus is probably a good choice also. We just make sure they don't have the same. Oh, he's gone.
Computer doesn't like leaving you anything, does it?
No, it doesn't. All right. So what do you think?
Go for
Brandon McManus.
Let's wrap it up.
All right. There it is. And there is our team. So let's review. Quarterback, we got Drew Brees, Phil Rivers, and Mitch Trubisky. Wide receivers, we got Adams, Diggs, Fitzgerald, Crowder, and Hearns. That's pretty nice, man. I really like that.
I like it.
For running backs, we got Elliott, Freeman, Mack, Kerryon Johnson, and Rex Burkhead, and Chris Carson. Wow, that's pretty good too.
Yeah.
For tight end, Trey Burton and Hayden Hurst. Kickers, Lutz and McManus. And for our defenses, Houston and Atlanta. So
that's our team.
I'm feeling pretty good about that team. That's a pretty nice layout.
That's a $25,000 team. So it is a mock draft, everybody. We don't actually have this team, so we still encourage you guys to click on the link below, get in, and we recommend the 5-team package at a minimum. You do save money. It is $25 a team, which is super cheap. I mean, if I lost that in my wallet, I wouldn't even recognize it. But if you go $90 for 5 teams, get in, guys. And of course, there's a link here for Jimmy Maverick's draft software here, which is really, really detailed, as you've seen. And it is optimized for this site, which is amazing. And I've done some mock drafts on my own, and it doesn't look good as this because I end up going with the regular draft strategy, you know, go running back, wide receiver, you know, running back. And I'm like, oh, damn, you know what? Then all the good quarterbacks are gone. But, you know, if you use Jimmy's system here, you're going to optimize the roster. As you can see here, it's almost a perfect, picture-perfect roster. I love it.
Yeah, great. And also, just to let your listeners know, when you create an account on Fantasy Football Evolution, they give you 2 free mock drafts. So you can try out this draft board and try out your strategy to see how it works and see what kind of team you can build. So I certainly encourage you guys to sign up and try that out, and that's free. It doesn't cost anything. Absolutely.
So, guys, hopefully everybody enjoyed the mock draft. Can you take us back to the home page again here?
Absolutely. Right there. There you go.
All right, so right here, guys, there's a sign-up button on the top right. Again, you're going to get the link below. You're going to hit the sign-up button. Once you get in, you fill out your information, and then you select the competition. It'll say something like marketing competition. You select, it's a drop-down box. You select Fantasy Football Counselor. You enter the private competition, and from there, you are in. And you're, again, if it's a state that you're allowed to gamble in, where it's legal, then you are entered for the $25,000. If not, then it's a lower fee at $10, but you can still enter my private competition. And there's going to be ultimate brag rights. And also another announcement, I will be crowning the winner. If one of you guys wins, it's one of my followers, you will be crowned on my social media. I'll do a side prize away and not affiliated with the site. I'll be giving away something for my fans. It's just as a giveaway for me. You know, I might do that, even like a membership or something like that, or some sort of private tutoring for fantasy football. But I haven't decided on what I want to do for you guys, but you're going to get recognition on my social media. Let's put it that way. If you win my private league, that's what the giveaway is so far.
Awesome.
Yeah. And let's take a look.
I can't wait to see what it is.
And let's take a look at your draft tool there, Jimmy. When you go here to the site, guys, could you go to the home page? How did they get this? There is a buy now button. Is there not at the top?
There sure is. So you just, well, I'm logged in right now. Let me log out.
So what you're going to see is this
right
there.
It is.
And you just get the app. That's it. Get the app. It's super simple. You get the app, and away you go. And then you can go and play around. And again, he's done a lot of good work. And I pretty much don't like the Consheepsis. So that's why I like this tool, because he's gone ahead and given you guys value and research on guys that should be higher than the ADPs. And there's so much information here. It's just an amazing tool. Get it today.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And remember, use that code FFC for Fantasy Football Counselor 18, and you get the app. You get a subscription for 1 year for $5.
What's the code
it's
again?
A no-brainer.
What's the code? FFC?
FFC 18. Fantasy Football Counselor 18 is the coupon code. And again, you get the app for $5, but that's only through July 31st. So you got to take advantage of it in the next few days.
Perfect. I got to go back in the middle of this screen here. There's an angry version of the Jimmy face. Why are you angry in one of those pictures there? Go over there.
Oh no, I'm happy because I'm just like, yes.
No, right there. You're angry. You're angry here. I think.
No, I'm smiling. I'm smiling because I'm like, yes.
Because you want to win the
optimize.
You want to win the 25,000. All right, guys. I like it. He looks intense. That's what you gotta look like when you're doing your draft. So all right, guys, we'll talk to you guys later on. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hope you enjoyed this different outlook on a draft. And I love this platform. It's super exciting. Join, guys, and let's win that $25,000. And thanks, Jimmy, for being on. We appreciate it.
Hey, thank you, Joseph. It was a lot of fun.
Talk soon. Bye, guys.
Okay.